let me see, who else did I have on the agenda today? You know, it wouldn't be a show. It wouldn't be a show if I didn't talk about Kenya Moore. It would not be an ATLian live show if I didn't touch on some Real Housewives of Atlanta topics. Now, I know this is a horrible segue, but you know, it is what it is. I might as well just go ahead and drag Kenya for what I was gonna drag her for a couple of days ago before the protest start. Y'all been waiting. Kenya is a bully. Look, I started last week before, when Kenya was on Kandi's show and Kenya called Nene a buffoon, a talentless buffoon. If y'all haven't noticed, Kenya has been on a worldwide press tour trying to besmirch Nene Leakes' reputation. And I am like, what is going on? If it wasn't for the whole situation with the protest and George Floyd and all of that, and the looting and counseling Trina and Shakana crying over Gucci, people would have really been paying attention to Kenya. But because there's more important things going on in the world, Kenya has just been like a fly in the air. And all she keeps saying is, Nene. And Nene said this, and Nene said that, and send this stuff to the paper and talk about Nene's boyfriend. And then, if y'all notice, remember what I told y'all about Nene's boyfriend or whatever the case may be, and I said I suspected that Kenya sent it. The blogs are saying Kenya sent it because right after that, Kenya went on a whole interview to say that everybody on the cast knew about Nene's boyfriend, which is why she didn't want to take marital advice from Nene. Now, I don't know about you, but regardless of if Nene got a boyfriend, don't have a boyfriend, had a boyfriend, let go of her boyfriend, she's still been married for 23 years. Married, i.e. committed to a mate for 23 years. If you've been married any length of time, look, I was married for 10, so I know just a little bit. Now, I ain't married for 23, but I was married for 10. There are some ups and downs. You love each other one day, you hate each other the next day. You know, you might give him a hall pass one day, you might not. You might kick his ass the next day. I don't know. You might kiss him one day and hate him next day. Just stuff happens in a marriage. That is what marriage is for better or for worse. Now, Kenya does not have a clue about marriage because they never even lived in the same residence for any length of time. Like Marc come over, like he visiting, you know, he in town for the weekend. Let me stay at your house, friend. He like that. And then he leave and go back to his real house, his real life, his real wife. His ex-wife and his kids, who also lives somewhere near Brooklyn, that he spend more time with than his TV wife, i.e. Kenya Moore. But y'all ain't heard that from me. But I really wanted to touch on Kenya and her little tour. This little tour she's been going on. You know, nobody's really been paying attention, but you know, we'll touch on it a little bit. Hold on. First, here is what Kenya had to say about Nene and her extramarital relationship.
Tell me about a marriage, because your own behavior with your own husband is not something that I would want to emulate at any point in time during my marriage.
Now, Nene talked about Greg having an inappropriate relationship with an ex-employee, but we recently read a report about Nene having her own relationship going on with someone who wasn't Greg, a man named Rodney White. Did reading about that surprise you?
No, it didn't surprise me because a lot of the housewives spoke about it amongst themselves. So many of us knew that she was out with this man, constantly being
so everybody knew.
And we knew that
everybody knew. Nobody, like they wouldn't even talk to
one of the
reasons
specifically, I did not want her to give me fake advice about how happy her marriage is when I know she's out here spending a lot of time and being, you know, affectionate with another man out in public. I mean, now we know that she's been everywhere with this man, including at talk shows, you know.
So you take your whole interview to talk about somebody else's relationship.
So for me, it's like if you're so comfortable being out in public with someone and, you know, kissing them and being just inappropriate, you're a married woman. So for me, there was nothing that she could tell me about a marriage. because your own behavior with your own husband is not something that I would want to emulate at any point in time during my marriage. So for me, she was the last person to give me advice.
If the Housewives have been aware of the situation with Nene and Rodney, why hasn't it come up on the show or at the reunion?
I'm not sure. I think the people that know are her friends, or her confidants, or her partners in crime. And I don't think that they just wanted to be the one to out them. But so many of them, including housewives from other franchises,
we need
are
pics.
aware of,
hold on, let me pause
of this man, of Rodney.
We need pics of Nene with Rodney. You know, a couple of bloggers keep saying, we got pics. Where the pics at? I keep saying, where the pics at? Y'all got a picture of Nene and y'all got a picture of Rodney, but y'all ain't got a picture of Nene and Rodney together. Where the pics at? I want to see the pics. All these people keep talking about, I told y'all I got the pics. Where are the pics? I want to see. Y'all just be going off these lies and innuendos. But I digress. Let me finish listening.
White, so I'm just not sure if they just didn't want to be the one to break the news on TV about it, but we certainly have had a lot of conversations about her and this man. They've been seeing each other for a very long time.
And do the housewives from the show and these other housewives, do they think that this is something that Greg is aware of? Because we've heard comments from Nene about their relationship. Do we think that this is something Greg knows is happening?
You know, I have a theory. I don't know what Greg knows, but listening to her and for her to say, well, he knows that I like to flirt and he's okay with it. To me, and the conversations about having open marriages,
accidentally deleted.
She tried to basically accuse me of, like a handshake and an agreement. Those are things that are not going on in my relationship. I have a real marriage that I'm struggling with. It's not an agreement. She accused me of not having a valid marriage, and I proved that I do. I have a legal marriage. And so I think she's projecting all of the things that are going on in her life. I do think that she
How
and Greg
is Nene projected? She hasn't even did an interview. Kenya been doing interviews since the reunion.
She has talked so many times about not sleeping in the bed with him, them not being sexual. When he had cancer, this is when she was out with this other man constantly. And she did say at the reunion that it would be an easy choice for her to make to divorce Greg if he didn't have cancer. So what does that say? It's saying that they have a relationship that's about business more so than anything else.
Now y'all see what I be talking about. Y'all be thinking I be making stuff up. I be telling y'all the truth. I be like, y'all pay attention. Y'all pay attention. Meanwhile, Nene just let me show you what Nene posted. Hold on. What did she post on her Instagram in response to Kenya? It wasn't even in response to Kenya. It was response to all y'all who kept talking about Greg and stuff. She was Nene was like laughing at y'all, honey. Nene and Greg are just living their life. Nene said the bond is unbreakable. Everything else might break though, but not the bond. For real though, we've been working on something very special lately. No, not our marriage, fool, because we both got side pieces. We've been working on something we hope to invite you into for cocktails, small bites, smooth music, and an amazing atmosphere on the north side of ATL. Coming soon. Keep your eyes and ears open for that. P.S. Let us cheat in peace and mind your business, please. Life of the Leakes. I said what I said. The unstoppable hustle. Now I don't know. Look how they be cheating when they always be together. How do they be cheating when they always be together? Now,